10 locations that Hollywood can't stop using. The stories behind them will change how you watch your favorite films, starting with Vasquez Rocks. Those wild slanted rock formations you've seen in every sci-fi movie. They're actually just 25 miles from Hollywood. Vasquez Rocks got its name from a bandit who used it as a hideout in the 1870s, but now it's Hollywood's go-to spot when they need an alien planet. That iconic Star Trek fight between Captain Kirk and the Gorn? Shot right here. Every time you see these rocks in Westworld or Planet of the Apes, you're looking at the same formation from different angles. The best part? The rocks formed 25 million years ago when the ground literally tilted sideways. Nature created the perfect alien landscape right in Hollywood's backyard, and they've been using it non-stop since the 1920s. Next time you see a sci-fi hero walking on a distant planet, look closely, you might spot these same rocks again. Number 9 brings us to the Bradbury Building in downtown LA. This Victorian masterpiece looks plain from the outside, but step inside and you'll find yourself in every sci-fi film's favorite indoor location. Those wrought iron railings and open cage elevators you saw in Blade Runner. They're actually from 1893. The building's creator was inspired by a science fiction novel, and now it's Hollywood's go-to spot when they need to show the past or future. The coolest part? The entire building was designed to maximize natural light before electricity was common. Those massive skylights and mirror-like walls you saw in 500 Days of Summer aren't special effects. They're original features that still work perfectly today. From Blade Runner to The Artist, this building has played everything from dystopian hellscape to glamorous 1920s Hollywood. Number 8 takes us to the Millennium Biltmore Hotel. Ever notice how every fancy hotel scene seems to have the same grand staircase? That's because they probably filmed it here. This place hosted the Oscars in the 1930s, but that's just the start. Those marble columns you saw in Ghostbusters? Same ones from Fight Club. The ballroom where True Lies had its tango scene still looks exactly the same today. Movies love this place because it's like a time capsule of 1920s luxury. Every corner looks expensive and old-world glamorous, perfect for any scene that needs to scream high class. The best part? You can actually stay here. The same rooms where countless movie stars have filmed their dramatic scenes. Number 7 is the tiny but mighty Angel's Flight Railway. This little railway might only be 298 feet long, but it starred in more noir films than you can count. That steep orange funicular you saw in La La Land where Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling rode into the sunset. It's been carrying passengers and film crews up Bunker Hill since 1901. Perry Mason made it famous in black and white, and Bosch brought it back for a new generation. Here's the wild part. They actually took it apart and stored it for 27 years. When they rebuilt it in 1996, Hollywood couldn't wait to start filming again. That short ride costs just $1, but it's given us some of the most romantic and thrilling scenes in movie history. Hey, loving these Hollywood secrets? Hit subscribe because we're about to reveal the locations that'll really blow your mind. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Number 6 shows us the Griffith Observatory. This isn't just where James Dean filmed Rebel Without a Cause, it's LA's crown jewel of filming locations. That iconic dome has played everything from a rebel hangout to a superhero's lookout point. La La Land had Ryan and Emma dancing through its halls, but did you know the Terminator also crashed here? The best part, it's still a working observatory. The real magic, those sweeping views of Los Angeles you see in every movie. They're even better in person. Directors love this place because it makes LA look like a dream, day or night. Even when they build replica sets of it like they did for La La Land, they still come back to film the real thing. Number 5 leads us to Hatfield House, the UK's most versatile mansion. Think you're looking at a royal palace in the Crown? Nope, it's this 400-year-old estate. Wonder Woman fought through these halls, and Batman began his journey here. The trick? This place can transform into any fancy building from any era. Those wood-paneled walls you keep seeing in period dramas? All real, all original, all here. The craziest part? A real family still lives here. They just move out whenever Hollywood comes calling. That golden hallway where Gal Gadot strutted in Wonder Woman, the family usually uses it for Christmas dinner. Talk about a fancy dining room. Number 4 takes us underground to the Bronson Caves. Remember the Batcave from the original Batman TV series? Or that cave opening where armies of darkness marched in Army of Darkness? Same cave, different decade. This abandoned quarry turned into Hollywood's favorite cave entrance back in the 1920s, and they haven't stopped filming here since. Here's the kicker. It's actually just a short tunnel through a hill, but film it from the right angle, add some special effects, and suddenly you've got every cave entrance ever needed in Hollywood. The best part? You can actually hike right through it yourself. Number 3 brings us to Timberline Lodge, the hotel that horror made famous. You know those creepy exterior shots from The Shining? That's this place. Stanley Kubrick only used shots of the outside, but that was enough to make this Oregon hotel world famous. The funny thing? It's actually a warm, welcoming ski lodge that's nothing like the movie's haunted hotel, but Hollywood keeps coming back, using those dramatic snow-covered walls and mountain backdrop for everything from thrillers to rom-coms. Just don't expect to find room 237. They don't actually have one. Number 2 welcomes us to New York's Central Park. Name a New York movie scene. It probably happened here. Kevin McAllister fed pigeons here in Home Alone 2, Will Ferrell caused chaos as Buddy the Elf, and countless romantic comedies had their big moments on these paths. This park appears in more movies per year than most actors. The genius. Every season gives directors a completely different look. Those full colors in When Harry Met Sally. That snowy wonderland in Elf. Same spots, different times of year. It's like having 4 different filming locations in one. And finally, number 1 reveals the Toronto City Hall. Wait, Toronto? Yes. This futuristic-looking building from the 1960s has played everything from a dystopian government headquarters to an alien spaceship. Remember that weird curved building in Resident Evil, or that headquarters in Star Trek? Same place. The wildest part? This is just a regular city hall where people pay parking tickets. But its unique design makes it perfect for sci-fi films. 2 curved towers surrounding a UFO-like dome. It's like they built it specifically for movies, even though they didn't. That's our top 10 list of Hollywood's favorite filming spots. Next time you're watching a movie and think, I've seen that place before, you probably have, just in a completely different film. Which one surprised you the most?